Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello people and welcome to the Cooking Lounge. Welcome to Footy Judge Mode. The Premier League is 24 hours away from starting. Lots of transfer news. Arsenal are going to fumble Eze. They're waiting for Rodrigo. They're waiting for Rodrigo. You know what I mean? Well, Man City, bigger fish to fry as usual, of course. Wallahi, you said it right. It's bigger fish to fry. Bigger fish to fry. They're waiting for Rodrigo. Big up everyone that joined us, of course, from Don Osam. You all bozos in the chat saying 5-0. Hit that like button. Yani, how do we have like 50,000 comments and then you all are not hitting the like button? Guys, hit that like button and support the channel. Listen, we reach 40K by your likes. Come on, we'll get the people to watch more. So let's go. Get that likes up, guys. Come on. Let's get to at least 300 likes. It's 400 people in the house. On just starting the show. Hit that like button. All these guys, channels in the description as well. The Catch, of course. Fawzi, Don will be joining us in a bit, of course. Likes up, people. See that red line at Taranga? Likes up, people. Hit that like button. Support. We're at 40K. We reached 40,000 subscribers. I had actually, I was telling myself I need to reach 40K before the season starts. And alhamdulillah, it happened. Allah, big up the bots.
When did you reach it? What day was it?
Yesterday, I went to bed and I woke up and it's 40K. Yeah, big up the bots. Like I added a lot of bots. You know what I mean? Yeah, big up. Big up.
Well deserved, man, my guy.
Thank you so much, people. Hit that like button. Where do we start? We start with like, so I released a video yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, in my opinion, even if this Isak saga goes longer, you know what I mean? Right? Go longer.
Yep.
I still think that Liverpool are favorites to win the Premier League, right? Currently.
Mm-hmm.
People don't like it. Like, people didn't like it. They're like, no, there is too many pieces to fit in place. Who knows who's going to score goals? If Salah is going to have the same season, the Verts needs to be embedded. You don't have Gehi. What if Konate gets injured? Is Leone good enough? And there is so many questions that people want to ask about Liverpool. And everyone is trying to find the problems at Liverpool. And there's Kirkes and Frimpong. There is too many pieces to fall in the right places for Liverpool to win the league. That is what people think. As of now, and people in the chat, don't be like fraudulent. As of now, and I was speaking to Fawzi before Jay joined, and we were talking about the Isak saga. It has been long. The tone has changed. It has been changed to the point like, oh, they are talking to him now. People are backtracking about Isak, and Was he happy? Did he change his mind? And it looks like the possibility of him staying at Newcastle is increasing. Is it increasing to 50%? No, but it is increasing to like 5-10%. Liverpool are currently focusing on the game tomorrow. Currently, they're focusing on the game tomorrow.
Yeah.
People don't want to believe that Liverpool are favorites, as it is. It's hopium. I know it's hopium. If I'm analyzing the games, and if I'm analyzing who's favorites to win the league, I still think it's Liverpool.
Yeah.
Like, I still think that Salah, Van Dijk, McAllister, Gravenberch, Alisson, they are still there, along with someone like Wirtz. I still think so. People don't want to believe it.
Yeah.
People don't want to say it. And I'm like, so people want us to just sit here and tell you, I'm not saying that Liverpool will win the league. You know what I mean? Nobody has said that.
Yeah.
But we're analyzing Liverpool and it looks like they are favorites. There are a lot of people that keep saying that there will be problems, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. How do you see it, Fozzy?
I think they're wishing for problems. That's how I see it. I don't think like in Liverpool, we know what we are. We know where we're going. We know what we want to be as well. So even if Isak doesn't come, I'll still put us favorites, if you know what I mean. Okay, we lost 2 players from last season, which from the first team, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Diaz. Yeah, and of course, rest in peace, Jota. But we've added quality on top of the players we already have. So I don't see us like going down or anything like that. Touch wood. There's no injuries, hopefully. But you know, now we're buying 2 defenders. You know what I mean? We're trying to get obviously Gahey is the next one. We've got a young boy, Giovanni, obviously. Leone from Parma. I heard the ratings on him is pretty high.
Quickly though, with the Gay one, I've just seen as well. Apparently that he's looking. They're gonna apparently the valuation that you lot see him for and Crystal Palace are a bit off. So apparently he's looking like, all right, I'm gonna run down my contract and then sign for next year. So
that's just the hearsay at the moment, bro. I think they will come to an agreement. I honestly think that eventually they will come to an agreement because he's an important player, bro. We don't know what's happening with Konate as well. We still got Konate at the football club. We don't know if he's gonna be staying or going still, but we need someone there right now. You know what I mean? That's part of the first team. Leone, I don't know how long it's going to take him to settle in at Liverpool Football Club. He's only 18, so it's going to take him a while.
Do you know? Sorry. Do you know anything about him? Because I honestly, I've never even heard of the guy. But apparently, everyone now that you're linked with him, apparently he's a monster.
Inter wanted the guy, and he's highly rated in Italy. I didn't know a lot about him. Like, listen, I don't wake up to watch Parma play football. But listen, to be honest with you, paying that much money for him, probably he's a good defender. Is he ready for first team players? Like, it's 18 years old. Like, how good can he be to play in the Premier League? You know what I mean? Like, how good can he be to play in the Premier League? Like, if that's what I'm saying. Liverpool relying on Endo to cover for Van Dijk or Konate. In the first 3 weeks of the Premier League, it's not important. It's 1 game a week until the international break. No injuries for anyone. Liverpool will be okay. Konate can play every minute. Van Dijk can play every minute. There's no problem.
Yeah.
But what if Liverpool don't sign a centre back? That is where the problems happen.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I agree with you guys.
I still think that the Gay deal might be done. I think I'm a 50-50 now. I'm like Jay. If I'm reading the news now, I'm not sure that Liverpool will actually pay the money that Crystal Palace won.
It's like Jay said as well. He thinks like because of the player. This is the story that's going around about Gahey. If he comes to Liverpool, does he get a first team spot because of Konate and Van Dijk's relationship on the pitch? You know, it's one of the best in the world.
Can I interest you in a scenario? People in the chat, thank you so much. Fonzie, big up Fonzie for super chat. You didn't deserve this hate, Mo 5-0. I didn't deserve this hate, of course. I don't. Football happens. Inzaghi is a fraud. He actually destroyed our team. But big up Fonzie, thank you so much. Onwards to 50K, big up Mo, well deserved. Thank you so much, my friend, for this. Hopefully 50K by mid-season. Hopefully 50K by within 2-3 months. Mid-season we'll get 50K, hopefully. But hit that like button, people. And I'm gonna interest you in a scenario.
Go on, bro.
You get Gahey and you sell Konate. Because Gahey wants guarantees to play first team football. I think that is what is holding a little bit the deal now. This is the report that he wants first team football. He wants a little bit of guarantees to play. By the way, I think that Konate is better than him currently. I think Konate starts.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So he's not guaranteed. If Konate is fit like last season, he starts every important game. And Gay is not a guy to come in and basically start the scrub games. You know what I mean? Gay wants to play.
And it's a good point that you lot made, that he wants to play. And you remember, it's the World Cup year. You want to be playing to kind of get looked at.
And you want to be playing the good games. You don't want to be playing, with all due respect, you don't want to be playing against Wrexham in the cup, you know? With all due respect to Wrexham, you want to be playing against the Arsenals, the Man Cities, you know?
I think that's all false, what you guys are saying. I watch Liverpool. I've been watching Liverpool all my life, so I know what I see. Yeah, we've had a team with Matip, Kwanzaa, Konate, Gomez, all those players. Yeah, and we still got them to play certain amount of games in the season. Because you're looking at the competition. We've got a lot of competitions in Liverpool. We're not just playing for Premier League. We're playing obviously for Champions League, the cups as well. So the games come thick and fast. We can't play everyone every game. So they're going to share the games some way, somehow. Like I said to you, Matip and Konate managed it before. Why can't Kehi and Konate manage it now? And not only that, you're forgetting Van Dijk is 34 years old, guys. So he's gonna need a lot of rest. So you're gonna need someone who's experienced as a captain as well to manage that defense when he's away as well. And that's where Gehi comes in. I honestly think there's going to be a transfer with them too. I don't think they get rid of Kwanzaa that quickly without knowing they're going to get someone experienced to replace him in that position as well. So, as I said, we've had 4 or 5 defenders before, and we still coped with it. And that's how I see it.
I actually think if Van Dijk doesn't play, listen, bro, I'm just telling you. This is me finding the problems now. When people want to say, Mo, you find problems. I'm telling you, with the way you play, with Frimpong bombing forward, with Kerkez, without having a proper DM, Van Dijk is 50% of your defense. 50% of your defense. He needs to stay fit. I have no evidence to suggest. I have no evidence to suggest that if Van Dijk is not in the team, Liverpool are going to play well. Someone show me, when did Liverpool play well without Virgil van Dijk?
Yeah, and you know what? Last season was kind of a freak season for you. Look, no one really got injured over there. That's what I'm saying. And now,
that's something Arne Slot works with, Jay. He works with that. Arne Slot actually works with the injuries. If you look at Feyenoord when he was there, they've got this system of keeping players fresh and not get injured a lot. So this is 100%. How. Yeah, you know that, Mo. He came to Liverpool.
Ain't you a bit worried though? Like you said about obviously Van Dijk ain't getting any younger, Salah ain't getting any younger. Yeah. These things happen as you get older. Do you know what I'm saying? So last season, respectfully, you didn't really have any mad injuries. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and it was like with us, the season before, we had like no injuries, and then all of a sudden this season we had them. It was like a freak season. Everyone was dropping down. Do you get what I'm saying? So
Liverpool can't do anything about it if that happens. If Salah and Van Dijk get injured, you can't do anything about it.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why you need the players like Gehi. You need you need to get these. Yeah, go on, sir.
No, but that's why I said he's definitely gonna come. We need him. We need him more than anything. They gotta come.
Why are Liverpool fans so confident about transfers anymore? What is going on? Well, I need my old Liverpool fans before. I need my old Liverpool friends. I need the old Hussam skeptical about FSG and Mac and Jimmy Phillips, and I need you Fozi from last season. We're you're not sure, bro. Where are these people, bro? What happened to you guys?
It's Marco Edwards, bro. But go on,
you can't blame them either. The way that they've acted in this transfer window, every Liverpool fan is acting brand new because they're not used to this. You get what I'm saying? The way that spending 100 million on a player is never heard of when it comes to Liverpool. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like they're so confident now, because they feel like, where we didn't spend in the transfer before, now all that money's ticking over. So we've got money to spend. We should be able to get any transfer that we want kind of over the line because we've literally saved from the season before. So, that's why I think
it's all calculated steps out. Because I sat there the other week and I said, how are we doing all this stuff? How did we manage to save that money and do it at the right time? It's weird because the way I'm saying it at the right time is the way of every other club can't spend like us. If you get what I mean? Because of the PSR thing, we've done it in the right time at the right place, and nobody else can do the same thing as Liverpool are doing right now. That's why I can't argue with it, Mo. I've never seen this before. Like,
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna go to the Gay thing. To be honest with you, last season, Liverpool when Konati's fit, nobody's gonna start over him or Van Dijk.
Yeah.
Gay coming to Liverpool. He does if Konati's fit, he doesn't get game time. He doesn't get enough game time. In the Premier League last season, I think Konati played total minutes 30 complete games. Like 30 total games, not 30 starts, like 30 total games. Like he had 30 starts and I think he completed 29 games. He was only subbed out in like 1 or something games or something like this.
Yeah.
I can't remember. But all I have to say, Liverpool need to do that. I have the same energy for every club. I have the same energy for every club. When I say that if Eze goes to Arsenal, he'll get game time, Gay will get game time. Here is the thing about Liverpool defense. It looks very good, but again, will Gravenberch and McAllister be as good as last season in terms of the defensive attributes? I don't know. I don't know. Is it going to be the same? I don't know. Is Frimpong going to be able to defend?
You're looking at it from a point of view of last season, Mo and Jay. I don't know about Jay, but Mo, I don't see it from last season. I've seen improvement to last season. Don't forget, last season I was with the team in America. I told you, you saw me. I went to America to watch the team in the tour. I watched the Arsenal one, by the way, Jay, when we beat you guys over there, in Philadelphia. So what I saw in that season was the majority of the senior players not being part of the team. They came in the last game of the preseason, so he didn't even prepare for the season. And he still managed to win the league, obviously, with those players. That's not his. So this season, what I'm looking at is like he's already got the core of the squad for this new season, and he's going to be prepared for this coming season more than he was before. This is why I'm more confident than any other time I was with, obviously, this team. I think we're going to be phenomenal. I honestly think we know what we're doing, and yeah, man. I think we're going to be brilliant this season. I honestly think that. And the way Mo is talking about the two pivot midfielders, did you ever think to yourself, maybe Liverpool are going to play differently, Mo? Like more position based, more like not giving the ball away a lot like we did last season and doing a lot of running? Because don't forget, the issue that we had last season, guys, was people cutting through the middle and going towards our defense and giving us problems. But this season, if we keep possession more with the players that we brought in, I think we'll be more dangerous than we was last season. I honestly think that. And it frees up the likes of Salah, the likes of Gakpo on the wings as well, because they're going to have two fullbacks overlapping them, obviously putting crosses in the box and, giving them more space to come inside as well. So, yeah, that's how I see it, man, next season.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear that the Liverpool confidence. We need another centre-back as Gomez is made of pretzels. Yes, you need another centre-back because Gomez is made of pretzels. Currently, Fonzie.
Don't rely on Gomez, man.
By the way, there is another thing that people are not contemplating for Liverpool. You need another forward.
Yeah,
people talk about, you are talking like you got Isa. You have basically 4 forwards, including Chiesa. That's it. That's your depth.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, if we don't get Isak, this is a big problem. That means we have to probably...
so Salah goes to AFCON for like 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's another thing as well. But then we might have to bring in Gakpo, but probably in the middle again for another season. You know what I mean? Playing wide and use him like we did with Diaz last season, for example, guys. Remember Diaz?
And who's going to play left? The young Rio or Ekitike?
We have to see. He ain't left either, so we have to wait and see what's going to happen in that side.
My man is here saying, Real McCoy is saying Leone is better than the rubbish English Gehi. How do you know that? How do you know this?
We're jumping too much ahead there.
Fonzie, you see as time goes on, yeah, obviously the Isak saga is kind of stretching out. Are you a bit worried or is it just time?
It's all to do with timing, bro. That's what it is. Like, well, we've heard today, but from Indy, he says like they're still talking. They got to meet in the middle somehow. Liverpool's not going to pay 150 for him. I know, everybody knows that. So they're going to try to do a Florian Wirtz kind of deal, which is like they started with 130 Leverkusen. We ended up at 116. So it might be 130, 135 for Isak coming to Liverpool. And you guys saw what Isak said. He said, under any circumstances, I will not play for Newcastle again. Even if the window closes, I'm not going to play for them. So there you go.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have that privilege, bro. He doesn't.
Yeah. He would have to. But quickly though, 100 and how much did you say? 120 with add-ons, right?
Yeah, 130.
Okay, 130. But we all know that if you're paying 130 for a striker, we know Isak is prone to get injured throughout the season. Do you know what I'm saying? That don't you think like that's a bit too much for?
That's why you need a squad, innit? That's why you need a squad. Yeah, that's why you need a squad, bro. That's why we got Iketika in it. That's why we got players like that to cover each other's positions, innit? Iketika is similar to Isak as a player anyway, so it won't make that much difference when Iketika plays either. So this is why we.
By the way, Isak played 34 games last season.
Every season, I think he's improved in it, Mo. From what I saw,
he didn't get injured. This is again.
Wait, Mo. Could you have one season where you kind of, you don't really go check all his past seasons, please, because I'm sure he's prone to injury like throughout the season. Oh my God, man. Maybe last season, you've had a good run.
Did you ever think to yourself, in a way, sorry to interrupt, brother? Did you ever think to yourself, maybe it's because he's playing too many games and there's no squad rotation with him? That's why he picks up injuries.
That could be a point because you're the main striker at Newcastle. That they want to play you every game. Every game is important.
Wilson, remember Wilson? Callum is always getting injured, so that's why they released him because he's just not fit. So he was playing.
Actually, last season, 24-25, he had a broken toe. Okay, that's not an injury, basically. That's just a broken toe. And other than this, he didn't have any problems. The season before, in 23-24, he actually had a groin injury and he missed like 10 games. The season before was the problem, a thigh problem, and then a hamstring injury at Sociedad. He has the groin injury is the one that is a recurrence for him. Like he had it 3 times. But again, I think that Liverpool showed us last season that Arne Slot is a genius with his team and his coaching staff to keep players. He's not Arteta, bro. Like apart from Salah.
Chill out with that one though.
Apart from Salah, bro, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about.
Listen,
my man, you had a preseason. Stop, let me talk. Let me talk.
Hold on, though. Yes, you are a neutral.
That's why my opinion is
little digs.
You're getting
why
sensitive
are you doing
digs? You're getting sensitive again.
Concentrate. You support Inter Milan.
Again, he's sensitive. He's sensitive again. Stop being sensitive. Let me say my opinion.
You are a neutral.
It's not a dig. Okay, can we not speak over each other? Can we not stay
record holders for Champions League?
Can we not speak over each other?
Let him speak, Jay. Let him speak. This is good. Let him speak, bro. Go on, bro.
Bro, Bukayo Saka in the friendly they played last game, he still played like 75 minutes in a friendly, bro. Stop, and I know that on your channel you complain about the game time of some of your players. You do. I know that you do. Arsenal fans know that. Arteta is not a guy that manages minutes very well. Like, he's good, but he doesn't manage minutes very well like the others. You know what I mean?
But just say, I just felt like...
Say what? I say it as it is. I don't put the whipped cream on it. I'm not gonna put the whipped cream on it, bro. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna put the sherry on it for it to be able to look good. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna say it as I see it. I'm impartial, bro. That's how I see it.
Hang on, Jay, are you an Arteta fan? Like, are you one of those?
He likes Arteta, yeah, bro. He's like Arteta.
Oh, me. I'm an Arteta fan.
Yeah.
Is he still at my club?
Yeah. Yes.
So he's my guy. What are we doing here?
I'm just asking. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's my guy. He's at my. For me, this is the last season. I need to see some
sort of. Give him. Okay.
Yeah. I need to see a major honor this season. That's my thing. But yeah,
a major honor. Can you tell me what, guys? Before we go on, can we get the likes up, people? There is like 400 votes and only 180 likes, guys. The like button pushes the video to new viewers, so hit that like button, people. Come on now, support the channel. What do you mean? What do you mean? Major honor?
I want a Prem or a Champions League. Is that
okay? So you're not on the train of if win a cup double. No, give me a cup. Do this thing.
You've been here too long. You see, if at the start of your 5-year reign and you just started and you were winning an FA Cup, League Cup, all that, I would accept it then. But now, where we've gone so long without winning, and now you ain't got no excuses. The only excuse you could probably say, the left, you brought someone else. Apparently, you're linked with Eze. So now that you've got everything you need, you've had that one season where you've had the freak season as well. That's why I kind of let him off, because I'm like, all right, you've had a freak season. You're new to this. I accept all of this when you come into the club because you're a new manager. Now that you've had this freak season, there's no more, okay, because you know these things could happen now. So now with me, it's just like, I have to see you win this season. That's it. There's no, you got.
But do you believe you will win, though? You believe you will win?
Listen, chill out.
What do you believe? What do you believe? What do you believe? What do you
After
believe?
the transfer window, then I could talk about it more because
the season starts tomorrow, bro.
Yes,
the
season starts, but then players can still come in after the season starts. So I need to see
100%.
If we get the Rodrigo or one of them, then I could talk with a bit more confidence.
Okay, let's imagine that you're gonna get Eze. How do you think that the season will pan out for Arsenal?
Yeah, I'm winning the league.
Really?
I'm winning the league. If we get Eze, I'm winning the league.
Was that based on what?
What do you mean based on what?
Can you analyze it?
From the right, we know Saka's going to give you at least 15 to 20 GA in the Premier League. We didn't have a striker. We didn't have a striker that could actually score a gunman. You would say, You had Havertz. No, not most of the Arsenal fans weren't really happy with him. Now we've got a guy that scored over in 2 seasons he got over 100 goals. So I'm saying, if you could translate that into the Premier League, I'm not saying, okay, in 2 seasons, get 50-50. But if you could give me even half of that or even a quarter, that's good enough. So I'm looking at that going, okay, boom. Now we've got to look at the left wing. If we get Eze, I know that Eze will he's a player where if you're playing the low block, he could drive past a man, he could dribble, he could open up spaces. You get what I'm saying? He could play the 1-2s off the striker. So I feel like it's just something different. And then, I feel like Eze is going to get you at least another 10-15 GA, and then all combined, and then you're going to have the likes of Gabriel getting a couple headers from the corner. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have Norgard maybe getting some as well because he's good with set pieces. I just feel like we're going to have a balance where everyone's going to chip in, and then it's just going to make sense at the end. But listen, people are saying fraud, and listen, we have to wait and see. This is my team. I'll back my team to the end. Do you get it? And until you show me different, that's when I'll switch up. But
I actually agree. I agree a little bit on a couple of things about Arsenal. Everyone is analyzing Arsenal, and I'm going to repeat this again for the people in the chat that are just a little bit, maybe you don't want to understand it. I am not going to analyze Arsenal based on last season. The reason why I'm saying Liverpool are favorites because Liverpool have a better team currently. However, we are not going to analyze Arsenal based on a season that happened last season with a lot of injuries. Similar to, I cannot analyze Liverpool when Van Dijk got the ACL.
Oh, yeah.
When Salah was injured, like in and out of the team. I can't analyze Liverpool if they're not, like when Henderson and Fabinho were at the end of their time at Liverpool. I need to analyze Arsenal based on what I have seen over the last 3 years, not only the last 1 year. Because last 1 year was different. It was a special case for Arsenal Football Club. Not having their main player as Saka for 3.5 months, not having a striker and playing with Mikel Merino, that is something that no manager can deal with it. I know that Liverpool have Diaz and Gakpo, but basically the striker for Liverpool was never the main guy.
Nope.
It was always Mohamed Salah or Mane on that left side, or Firmino. Now when Mane and Firmino left, you have Mohamed Salah. Arsenal lost Saka and they basically didn't have a striker. I remember a lineup for Arsenal where it was Trossard, Moreno, and what's his name, Dieng Nwaneri. That is not a lineup to even get second, by the way. With all due respect to everyone, that is not a lineup to get you second. Actually, I believe that if you play this lineup, you might drop out of the top 4, but they didn't. That means Mikel Arteta has a good plan, is a good tactician. Is he a good man management? Probably not. That I haven't seen it yet. But in my opinion, I think the Arsenal tactics are tactics that are good for the league. Last season was a little bit of an odd season for them because he didn't know what to do.
He started differently in it last season. If you think about it, he started like a bully kind of team. That's what it was like. It was like different football to the normal football. They tried to be more physical, as I remember. And then the Arsenal fans moaned about it. Let's get back to the tiki-taka football. Then he's just he went back to that. Because I thought if he stuck with the way he was playing in the beginning, that would give you another avenue, if you know what I mean, instead of like the same football that you always play every season. Him stepping away from that showed me he's not a very strong manager. He should have just stuck to his guns and waited until midway through the season and see how that formation went. But I don't know if you agree with me, Jay, because I honestly thought like he's doing something different to the usual way, which is like Pep Guardiola kind of football. I mean, he stepped away from that. He brought physical midfielders on the pitch, and you guys were like trying to win that way, but it wasn't working out. But it needs time. Things like that need time. It doesn't work straight away. Everything takes time in life.
Yeah, but okay, but then when you've got the pressures of everyone saying you got to win, do you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like when the season starts, if it don't work for maybe 1 or 2 games, you kind of revert back to type because you're like, raw. If I go maybe 4 or 5 games without it working and I'm losing, I could be left behind. You get what I'm saying? So that's where I think it's like a catch-22 where he's kind of got to be like, all right, I'm gonna revert to type, and maybe like pre-season I've seen anyway. The first I would say 2 games, I was not seeing nothing different. I was sitting there and I'm going, bro, what has he been working on? Because he said that we're going to have to change, honestly, because he said, we had to change up the way we play because obviously Gyökeres is coming into the team, So I'm thinking, all right, cool. Even though Gyökeres ain't here yet, I'm still going to see a different kind of play. But when I was watching, it was always to the right. So I'm thinking, all right, nothing's changed here. But then it was only the Atletico Bilbao game that when obviously Gyökeres was up front and with a team that we actually feel like we're going to go to Man U with, that's when you started to see the rhythm, the pattern. Zubimendi going into the 8, and then Odegaard was playing in the 10 sometimes. It was mad. So that's where I'm starting to say, all right, cool. I can see you're trying something different now. It's not just going to be, all right, if we can't get Saka in, what else now? Now I'm starting to see, all right, if we can't get Saka in, we might hit over the top. We might hit it dive. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to see different options. So yeah, I'm happy with what I'm seeing so far, man.
I'm just gonna try to confirm something in front of me that just by the time Arsenal and Liverpool and Saka got injured, Arsenal were 7 points behind Liverpool. We have actually, I know that is a lot of points, but remember that before that, Odegaard was injured for a long time.
Yeah, he was.
And that is why Arsenal were losing games and they weren't playing well and they dropped so many points and they couldn't score, right? Arsenal needed a striker and the board didn't get them a striker. I'm not saying that Arsenal would have won the league. I believe that even if anyone is fit last season, maybe the title race will be much tighter. But I don't think Arsenal might have won the league because I'm not sure what is going to happen. But he changed the way he plays. Yeah, right? He changed the way he plays, Mikel Arteta. I think he's going to go back to the way he played before. I think he's going to have a good season. Winning the league, me, Sam, and a lot of other people actually predicted Arsenal to win the league last season. We actually put Arsenal as favorites.
I was there. Remember you
to win the league last season because we built it based on Liverpool didn't sign anyone. Man City, they're good and everything, but to win 5 in a row is kind of tough. And we predicted Arsenal to have a continuation of the season before. The season starts, some games, and Odegaard gets injured. Arsenal got the red cards and all the stuff that is happening, which is, it's their fault in some games and it's not their fault in other games as well. Like there are ones that are, you can say it's against them. There are ones that is their fault. But again, Mikel Arteta suddenly finds himself in a situation with 7 points between him and Liverpool with no striker, no main man in Bukayo Saka. He had to rely on his defense and he couldn't score goals. Martinelli was shipped. I actually believe that what happened last season is all about the hope. And I believe, which is one of the things that I'm taking against Arsenal this season, there was a lot of hope in Arsenal last season. I'm going to tell you what the hope was for the people just to listen, in the chat especially. Arsenal were hoping that Kai Havertz continue the form he ended the season before with. Arsenal were hoping that Martinelli will go back to his best. That's why Arsenal didn't sign a left winger last season. Didn't even target a left winger last season.
Yeah.
The striker situation, they're like, no, we're content with Havertz and Jesus, assuming that Kai Havertz, who scored 14 goals, and he was brilliant in the second half of the season before in terms of goal scoring, right? They assumed that he's going to score the same goals. They said, if he continues, he's going to be on 25 goals next season. He didn't. Well, he didn't.
He got injured, though. He got injured. He got
injured in January. You know that, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
He didn't start the season on fire. He didn't start.
No, but even when he got injured, I think he was at either first or second top goal scorer for the club. So he was on like a. There
is a difference between being the top goal scorer, the second goal scorer for the club, or the league, Jay. Like what I mean is that.
Go on, sir.
You get my point about this. Like, you can be the second goal scorer for the club as much as you want on like 8 goals, 7 goals, but to be up there, to scare defenses, for other teams to go in preparing for Kai Havertz as the striker, that is what you need to play on. Like, people were leaving one around on Kai Havertz. Do you get my point? Like, for example, there are strikers like Erling Haaland. It's impossible for you to leave one-on-one with Erling Haaland and go press one man for City. It's impossible because you get hit. It's very simple. For example, I believe that Victor Gyökeres now, for Arsenal, teams will not be able to press Arsenal in some games like these two with Gyökeres. Why? Because you cannot live one-on-one. Yeah. It's too much. It's a 50-50 risk for the long ball or the direct ball. It's a 50-50 risk. For Liverpool, I don't know about Ekitike, but for Liverpool, imagine if Liverpool get Isak. That by itself will release pressure off McAllister, Gravenberch, the right back, the centre backs. Why? Because you will need 2 guys on Isak, because you're not going to leave one on Isak. People are not stupid.
Which will
and that is what happened.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what happened for Arsenal. After a bit, Kai Havertz, as good as people think he is, and some games, listen, I'm changing a little bit of my opinion on Kai Havertz. I think he's going to have a good season this season. But because he's not the main man, because the competition will give him, I think competition will put fire in his belly.
Yeah.
I genuinely think that Kai Havertz can actually go back to at least some of the form that he was at Bayern Leverkusen. He was the German next big thing.
He was,
when Chelsea signed him. That people don't know this. People judge him based on Chelsea. Before that, he was the next big thing in Germany. He was the next Muller in Germany. He was the guy in Bayern Leverkusen. And I believe there is going to be fire in his belly this season for Arsenal, because there is Gyökeres. He's looking around. He's like, I might not even play in the World Cup for Germany if I don't perform well and I don't play. It's a World Cup year, right?
Yeah.
People can banter Arsenal. People can actually joke about Arsenal. People can sit here and say that, yes, you're not going to win anything, second, ole, and all this stuff. But you're going to have to admit that every big team, when they play Arsenal, they are a little bit worried. They don't lose big games. No, and if their striker convert 50% of the chances they create from the sides for Saka and the other side that they missed last season, they will win half the games. They draw. That by itself is 10, 12 points more. They drew 14 games. Imagine 7 of them, you add 2 points. That's extra 12 points on top of the points they had, right? That is my take on Arsenal. Are they better than Liverpool? No, they're not better than Liverpool. But also, Liverpool, as people say, what if Saka gets injured? What if Salah gets injured? Currently, you don't have Isak. Currently, you don't. Currently, your front line will be Chiesa, Ekitike, Gakpo. Is that good enough to win the league?
No.
It's not. It's not.
And you know what? Credit to us as well, because like you said, even though we had them injuries, we kind of dropped out the title race a bit early, but we were still thereabouts. I don't feel like if Liverpool was to lose like a Van Dijk and a Salah, it's done. You're nowhere near.
Well, we've seen it before. We've seen it before. Yeah, we've seen it before. Obviously,
it's like it's a total different ball game. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I get the slander on Arteta. It's been so long, but you got to give him his props. Like Mo said, other teams, you are not literally staying in second place when you've lost your striker, you lost your Underdogs, you've lost Saka. These are all key players that you're losing, but he still somehow managed to stay thereabout. So, like I said, with the striker now and the other reinforcements, I just feel like, yeah, man, it's got to make sense now. I feel like this is it, man.
But again, I'm gonna repeat again for the people that are maybe not listening and they want us to like banter Arsenal. Again, I'm gonna say this again. The problem is, I feel like Liverpool, if they get Isak and if they get Guehi, even though Arsenal improved, right, Jay? And I want to, like, even if Arsenal, Liverpool are moving a little bit further. If they stay fit, like having Isak and having Guehi, along with the likes of Wirtz, even though Arsenal improved, Liverpool have improved more than Arsenal a little bit.
Yeah,
Do you agree or disagree?
I don't know about that one, because then when you say, I don't know, it's like, you've lost one of your key players at right back, yeah? He's going to give you, every season, he's going to give you at least 10 to 15 assists, couple goals, free kicks, you know what I'm saying? So now people are looking at the Wirtz from Bundesliga. They're looking at the Frimpong from Bundesliga.
Yeah.
We don't know how that's going to translate into the Premier League. So that's where I'm just, and even Kirkes has been in the Premier League. He's one of the best, I would say, the best left backs in the league. He's top 5. He's definitely in the conversation. So, but you just don't know how they're going to gel into this Liverpool team yet. There's so much unknowns, and that's your left back and your right back. Do you get what I'm saying? And then you got the guy that's meant to string everything together in Wirtz that you don't know how he's going to adapt to the Prem. This is the guy that is going to be able to connect everything. So if he don't have a good game kind of thing, Liverpool kind of drop, you know what I'm saying? And then you got to put the weight onto Salah. So for me, I would say they're just about improved more than us, but I wouldn't say like a mad gap. If they get Isak, then
that's what I'm saying.
It's a very big gap that they've improved.
I wanted Fonzie here is saying too many people judge Arsenal team off the fan base. I don't know what that means, Fonzie. What does that super chat mean?
I think he might be trying to say like, I don't know, like where we're so boisterous and we're like, like we're out there. So people then put that onto Arsenal, like, oh yeah, we hate them, look at them. But that's just the fans. Do you get it? But our fan base, you know what it is? Our fan bases are just a bit, we got personality. Like, does people, I don't get it. If people want to watch Dole and you just talk, go watch Sky Sports, go watch BT Sports. This is the YouTube space. Like, we don't want to just be sitting there. I don't want to be sitting there and just
what they mean also is like you guys are too much hyped up for a team that doesn't win anything. That's what they're saying. That's the whole point.
No, but
that's why people go against you guys. I mean, if you haven't won the Champions League, the Premier League, why are you so hyped up? That's the question they ask every single time.
No,
and that's fine. They are right about that, to be fair.
No, they definitely are right. But with Arsenal fans that are like my age, we've seen us do stuff. So we're kind of still, we're Arsenal. Do you get what I'm saying? But the younger fans, I would say, where you ain't seen nothing, I get that. But we've seen us be the guy. So we feel like we could get back there. So when we're pushing out our chest, it's like, bro, we've seen it before. It's not unheard of for Arsenal to be doing these things. So I think it's just one of them, man.
Does anybody here believe that the pressure will get to Arsenal?
It has the last 3 years, hasn't it? You know what I mean?
I don't think the last year was pressure at all, Fossey.
Yeah, but still, man, you know what I mean?
I think last year was more injuries. It weren't like pressure and then we crumbled. I think it was just the team broke down in terms of injuries and then we just couldn't get over the line.
Someone is asking me what pressure? You don't believe there's pressure? The pundits are pushing Arsenal. The content creators are pushing Arsenal. The mainstream media are already on Arsenal. Bro, what are people talking about? Pressure? There is tons of pressure.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I think there's definitely pressure because like I said, you've got fans like me and other fans that are on the edge. So it's like, if you don't win this season, you're going where we was fully backing you. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I feel like now, like majority of the fans are looking at it like, bro, we've been sitting here for 5 years. You've been telling me, yes, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And then the thing is as well, there's only so much you could tell someone, I'm going to do this for you. We're going to win before they stop believing. Because then it becomes a thing where, all right, does Saliba look at it and go, bro, you've been telling me we're going to win for like 5 years now. Do I now sign this new deal and go, you know what I'm saying? So then it's a thing where if you don't go and get changed, the players are going to go. They're going to want change. They're going to want new things. Do you get what I'm saying? So I feel like, for me, there's definitely a lot of pressure on Arteta.
100%. 100%. I mean, when I talk about pressure, I'm talking about in the sense of like, psychologically, it could ruin teams, if you know what I mean. And season in, season out, you're fighting for the Premier League, and then like you fall off every single time, if you know what I mean, Mo. And that's how I see it when I'm looking at Arsenal. Like it could destroy a player. Like he just said, like they've been challenging for the last 3 seasons, and they're still not getting what they want. And not only that, Arsenal spending money every single time and still not getting what they want. That plays a lot, man. That plays a lot on teams like Arsenal. And I've always said that, like, the more you keep finishing second, the more players get less interested, the more they want to leave the club eventually as well. And that's the next step for Arsenal. If they don't win anything this coming season, Champions League or Premier League, I'm expecting some of their players to say it's time to go as well. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure, man. A lot of pressure. Especially, I think you spent $1 billion now, haven't you? Since Arteta's been there, Jay.
Just under. Chill out.
Yeah,
No.
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying.
I think it's just under.
Yeah. But as I was saying, I was just telling about the psychological factor on players when they keep finishing second every single time as well, Jay. You know what I mean? It could destroy someone like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's a thing where you got to win now, man. You got to get over the line. You can't be this.
What about City, guys? What about City?
For me, City's a weird one. Like, because I'm looking at them, I feel like they've strengthened in like the midfield. I would say now that they got who's the winger they got? Oh my God, man! Did they say Jerky? That's it, Jerky. They got Mamouche that looked good last season. Mm-hmm. So I feel like they strengthened, but I don't feel like with City it was ever a problem scoring. I felt like it was more the defense, like on the transition, how you hit City. So, and for me, Renders, I think he's good, but I just don't know how it's going to translate into the Premier League. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. And the fact that they're looking at, I think, Nunes playing right back. That
doesn't make sense at all.
That stinks. Like it just don't make no sense. So, and Nori's very good going forward, but defending it's not the same. So I don't know, man. I'm just looking at City in terms of if they could go out and absolutely steamroll teams and absolutely just smash them, you might be able to do it like that, and then do the end-to-end thing. Yeah. But apart from that, I don't know how they're gonna fare. But I just don't think that Pep's gonna have two bad seasons. That's another thing. I just don't see it. Pep's a good enough manager.
Is he really interested, Jay? Like, do you see the Pep Guardiola that used to challenge Klopp and all that stuff? When I look at that, I don't see that. That aura about him anymore. He doesn't look the same guy that wanted, to challenge for the league and looking forward to it every single time. Like you just said about the players they bought. Are these Man City players? It's like Liverpool have bought Man City players and Man City have bought Liverpool players. when I look at Man City at the moment, it's the truth. Like we're looking at their defense now. Their goalkeeper has been exposed. Now there's a lot of shots taken at him. Kyle Walker has been covering that centre backs for years, and people haven't even spotted that. That's why I don't understand. Like, and I'm looking at Reinders and Jerky and all these players. You're not even. You're losing De Bruyne. You're losing Kyle Walker. You're losing, important players. Rodri,
leaders as well.
Rodri, like since that injury hasn't been the same. I think he had another injury in the World Cup as well.
He did.
So like, that's big players, and then you're bringing players that's less than them. They're not improving like in players. They're bringing less than those players. So while I look at that, he has to work miracles next season. And you saw him last season, guys. Like he really struggled. Without the ticky-tacky football, Pep Guardiola looks lost at times, man. And I saw that last season, to be fair. No matter what game he played, they really struggled. That's how I see it anyway. But yeah, I don't think they replaced quality with quality. I just think they just got squad players try to play in the first team rather than players that's going to be, mainstay in the first team. Even when they asked him about Jerky, they asked Pep Guardiola about Jerky, he said the club bought him. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is how they're talking in Man City now. Nah, man, it's not the same anymore, man. It's not the same anymore.
Quick, Fonzie, where you see, like for me, when I was watching City, I was more watching like I would see Haaland and De Bruyne link up work so cold. When he's not in that team, Haaland does not look like Haaland to me. So in terms of that, what do you feel like how he's going to be able to get that to correlate into like Mamouche and Cherki and all them players for Haaland?
Well, bro, it's difficult to say because we don't know like what their defense is going to be. We don't know. We're talking about like Nunes being their right back. You know what I mean? There's an old saying, guys. You start from the spine of the team, in it, goalkeeper, centre back, midfield to the forward line. Now you lost the main spark in your creativity. Who's the next creative player in your team? I don't know. I have no idea. You know what I mean? So I think it's going to be a struggle for Man City next season. And I think, personally, Pep Guardiola has checked out. I think he's going to be probably saying his goodbyes very soon. I honestly think that.
Who must as well this season? Foden must have a good season. This is his, because remember, season before when they won it, he got, everyone said Rodri should have won the player of the year kind of thing. He got it. And then he just he disappeared. Do you get what I'm saying? So I feel like now that De Bruyne's gone and you was meant to be the guy after De Bruyne, when he goes, you step up. For me, I ain't seen that, so it's going to be interesting to see how the Foden plays this season, because I feel like he's got to definitely have a better season than he did last season.
You know, with Foden, I don't know about you guys, like with Foden, he only plays well when the team is playing well. You know what I mean? When the team is playing bad, you don't see him, if you know what I mean. It's kind of weird with Foden. I think like he's like just as a player that's important to the football club, he needs to step up more now. Now those big players are no longer there. But I've seen him do that for England, and I see him do that for Man City. When the team is playing badly, he's nowhere to be seen, and he needs to be standing up accounting very soon, I think. Otherwise, people are gonna go after him eventually.
City fans are so confident, and I hear it, because they have Pep Guardiola. The thing about it now, if you hear City fans talk, they are talking about Reinders transforming the team. They're talking about Shirky being a creative player. They're talking about Haaland being fit this season, and he's going to score a lot of goals, and Marmoush coming from the Bundesliga. On paper, the defense and the midfield look okay, right? They don't look the strongest, right? But also, we don't know how Pep is going to set up this team. Rodri, though, is the main factor. I believe if Rodri is back, fully fit, which is I haven't seen it yet, I think Man City play completely different, right? Oh, yeah. He's going to be back after the international break, right? But there's a lot of weapons at City. My problem, I think, is Pep Guardiola himself. Even though I think he's the one who's going to create the team and make it well, also he's so loyal to his old guard, like the likes of Kovacic, the likes of Bernardo Silva, that I think he might not give a chance for the new guys as much. That is my problem. Like the likes of Diaz and Stones and all this stuff. I believe City will play a big role in this season. I don't think that they are the favorites to win the league. Currently, I would put Liverpool ahead of them. I'll put Arsenal ahead of them. For Chelsea, I think I don't think they are far from the top two. I don't think that title race will be like there's 10, 15 points between Arsenal, Liverpool, and City and Chelsea. I think it will be much tighter than this, than what we think. Anyone can win it. But if I'm choosing team, I'm choosing Liverpool, then Arsenal. For third, it's a tussle for me. It depends on what Chelsea do with David Simmons, and also depends. Like, for example,
Simmons, do you guys rate Simmons?
He's good. He's good. He's good. He's a good player, though.
But he's young as well. He's young.
Is he going to change Chelsea's fortunes? Is he going to be like the way they're talking about it? He's going to change a lot of stuff at Chelsea, like take the burden off Cole Palmer or something like that. Is he that type of player, or what is he? I don't know much about him, to be fair. I only saw him in the Euros. That's it.
Yeah, I saw him in the Euros as well. For me, he was a bit hot and cold. But you got to remember as well, where he's young, I still feel like there's room for improvement. You could always, when you're at like 27, for me, it's like, all right, you're at that level. Where he's so young, bro, you could train him up to play in that Chelsea squad. And I think he's got the ability. Remember as well, he was at PSG. It didn't work over there. They sent him out on loan. I just feel like he's looking for a club to make his own, to be like, all right, cool. I'm at home now. I'm at a big club. I'm playing every week. Let's play my football. Because remember, he ain't actually been in a club. He's always got loaned out here, loaned out there. So you can't really like play your football. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. If you're playing bare different systems because you're getting loaned out every season.
Yeah, I hear it, but listen, there is. Thank you so much, my friend, Glorious MC. I kind of like this doubt stuff and underdog thing. You are definitely underdogs. City are the underdogs this season. Mo, you cannot say City the underdogs. They are the underdogs this season. I think Chelsea are the dark horses. I think City are the underdogs. Liverpool are favorites, and Arsenal are the musts. This is my analysis of this season.
Wait. If Liverpool get Isaac, ain't that must?
Exactly.
They must win, but
is that you know how to allow me?
I'm gonna give you a scenario.
I'm
gonna give you a scenario. Let's say Liverpool get Isa. They don't win the league. They win a cup, and they reach a Champions League semi-final. I'm gonna tell you. Do you think the board will put a pressure on Arne Slot?
No, but I'm talking about just
he earned enough credit. I think.
Yeah. As people that watch it, and we're looking at Liverpool, if they get Isaac, everyone on the internet's going to be like, yeah, they must now. They must. You've got Isaac as well. Like, there's no. Do you know what I'm saying? That's where I feel like if they get him, it's literally they have to. And the money they're going to spend on them as well is, Yeah, it's a
We
must.
can't have musts.
Hold
We
on,
can't
Mo.
have two musts. We can't have two musts.
No, there has to be one. That's what I'm saying. So you're gonna spend 200 million players in one transfer window, and there's no pressure. You have to go win that.
There is pressure on Liverpool. There is pressure on Liverpool.
That's what I'm saying.
There is pressure on Liverpool, but in the same time, I am not gonna sit here and say that the pressure will shift from Arsenal to Liverpool. No, it won't.
What? So wait, Mo. Are you telling me if they sign Isak, you still say Arsenal must?
Habibi, you must because of the squad you built and the manager you have.
But they've just got Isak. What are you talking about? They just spent 200 million on two players.
Explain it. Okay, let me explain it to you. Who will have more pressure if not win the Premier League or the Champions League? Arsenal or Liverpool? Even if Liverpool get Isak.
I feel like Liverpool. Honestly.
Okay, so you think if
mad if you sign Isak and
no, hold on. He said
the season go by, Jay. If the season go by, and at the end of the season, right? Let me give you, Man City win the league, okay, and PSG or Barcelona win the Champions League, and Liverpool don't win the league or Arsenal don't win the league, right? Comes the end of the season, who's gonna be criticized more?
Yeah, when you're putting it like that, no, don't do it. Because when you're putting it like that, I get what you're saying. But I'm saying, like, the consensus is like Liverpool must. If they get Isak, they must. But yeah, I hear you. It makes sense.
But the thing is, Jay, you put pressure on him in a way. Arteta is his last season, so that's what he means. Like, if he doesn't win the trophy,
But that's what I'm saying. For us as Arsenal fans, the pressure's on him. But I'm saying, like, around the world, if you not get Isak, I feel like
we should win the league. Yes, I agree with you.
I'm going mad.
If we don't,
I like.
We're going to be in trouble. Anyway, like he would. Obviously, we're going to have hate, like for not winning. But after that, we'll forget about it. He's not under pressure to lose his job anyway.
It's not. By the way, I like this comment. There's a massive and a great comment, guys. There's 1,000 people in the house. Can we get to 500 likes live, guys? Hit the like button, people. Come on, don't be cheap. The like button is free. It doesn't cost you a penny. I like this comment from one of my friends here. He always here, of course, Jacobs, always. Mo getting it wrong. Arteta's under pressure, not Arsenal. Okay, let's discuss it then. Do you think, forget Arteta, do you think Arsenal as a club is under pressure as one of the biggest clubs, regardless of the manager, building a squad, buying a Eucharist, having one of the best centre-backs in the world in Saliba, having arguably, and I'm going to say it here, Arsenal have the best center-back pairing in the world together in Saliba and Gabriel, right? The back line is one of the best in the world. You bought Declan. As a club, you are under pressure as well to win the major trophies. You are the team that waited the longest to win the Premier League. Forget the Champions League. Arsenal haven't won the Champions League. As a club, as an institute, regardless of the manager. I know Arteta's going to be under pressure. And I don't want to have this Arteta out conversation. I'm tired of it. And I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. As an institute, as a team that is very close to the top, we're gonna talk about, like, forget Arteta. If Arsenal do win the Premier League or the Champions League, we're gonna be talking about, is Rice good enough to win the Premier League? Do Arsenal need a change from the likes of Odegaard? Martinelli will be under question. People will talk about, should Saka go and seek success somewhere else? That is not pressure on the manager. That is a pressure on the club itself. Has Saka overgrown the club? Has Saliba overgrown the club? By the way, I'm telling you, these things happen for Liverpool. These things happen for Steven Gerrard.
Yeah, man.
And that has nothing to do with the manager. Fozzie is old enough to tell us, and I'm old enough, that the pressure was on the club. It's not on the manager. People said that Gerrard is too good for Liverpool. Too good.
They did.
For Liverpool. On TV. I remember in Egypt. I remember the analysis in Champions League before Liverpool win the Champions League in 2005. People saying Gerrard is one of the best players in the Premier League. Why is he not moved to a club where he wins the league? It has nothing to do with who the manager is for Liverpool.
Yeah.
You outgrown sometimes. And I'm not saying that Saka did this, and I'm not saying that Saliba is this, but I'm saying this is a conversation that you're going to have regardless of who your manager is. Yeah. Regardless.
You know, Mo, next season, if I was Arsenal, like if you don't win the league or the Champions League, for example, Jay, I'll be worried not just about Arteta. I'll be worried about the players as well. If you know what I mean.
that's what I'm saying. It all falls in line with raw. You could only tell me so much. Oh, we're gonna win. We're gonna win. Then Saliba could say, I don't want to sign this contract. I know if I run this down, I'm going Real Madrid on a free. Do you get what I'm saying? People's head, they start thinking different. Mate, I'm getting to 25, 26. These are the peak ages of my career. I need to then start winning stuff. But then you obviously get the players that don't care for winning. But for me, what players like Saliba, Saka, they've always said, I want to win. I want to win with Arsenal. So they obviously have that drive to win. And if you can't deliver that, they either have to get rid of you or they go elsewhere. And I know who I'm picking. Do you get what I'm saying? I know who I'm picking.
But that's so that goes back to my conversation that I was having about the pressure on the club. It's not only on Arteta. Forget Arteta. Arteta's a guy. Yeah, managers come and go, bro. Yeah, managers come and go. I'm gonna tell you, with Inter changed managers left and right into the 90s and the early 2000s. The pressure was not on managers, it was on the club. You're a big institute. You haven't won the league for so long. When are you going to win the league? At Liverpool, the pressure was not on managers. It was always on the club itself. Yeah. People were talking about the club instead of talking about Rafa Benitez, or they were talking about Roy Hodgson. They were talking about Kenny Dalglish. They were talking about they weren't talking about the manager. They were talking about you as an institute. Do you think Man United now, Jay, do you think Man United now, is the pressure on the manager or the club?
The club, yeah. It's the whole club, isn't it? Yeah. It's
the whole club. Regardless of who the manager is for Man United, you haven't won the league since 2013 or 12. As a big institute, you have to win. Changing the manager, probably that's what Chelsea are smart about this. What happened at Chelsea is that Chelsea haven't actually challenged since 2017, since Antonio Conte won. As an institute that is the most successful club over the last 20 years, maybe City now winning the treble and winning like six league titles, have actually with Chelsea changing the managers over and over relieve a little bit of the pressure because you can go to the media and say you're buying yourself time. You're buying the club time. You're a little bit releasing the pressure a little bit from the media and the mainstream media of saying, yeah, the project has to deliver. That is what, but the pressure on Chelsea is still here.
Oh yeah,
talking about the money, but it's not as much as others. Even though, and I'm telling you, even though Chelsea have spent a lot of money lately, right? But because Chelsea keep changing managers, you don't see them talking about Chelsea as they must win the league. By the way, it's not restarting. It's smart. They're not restarting the cycle, but in the eyes of the media, they are restarting the cycle. In the eyes of the media, Chelsea are getting a new manager. Maresca has to get time. He needs to get 2-3 more years. He needs to get 2 more years. Oh, well, like as long as you get Champions League and you win the Cup and you win the Conference League, you get more time. But what about the money you spent as a club now? Forget. That is the point, right? Let me get the super chat. Thank you so much, guys, for supporting the channel. That's why Liverpool lost players like Coutinho, Suarez, Sterling, and even Trent, because we don't win constantly.
No.
That you disagree?
No, I agree with you.
Consistently.
With us, like it became a norm not winning. You know what I mean? And you know, some of our older fans were still like, you know, telling the youngsters, you know, what this football club is all about. That's why like we are where we are now, because we're still here. When people given up a long time ago and gave up to be a mediocre team, but you know, the older ones are the ones who are always pulling up and saying, listen, Liverpool is one of the biggest institutes in the world of football. You know what I mean? We didn't win six Champions Leagues and 20 titles for no reason. You know what I mean? We got there because we are one of the biggest. We are one of the consistent teams in world football at the time before the 30 years and all that stuff. And yeah, man, listen, when teams, you know, get dragged into not winning things, especially a big team like Arsenal, it becomes a norm, and that's what you should be worried about, Jay. And you need to get away from that, bro. You need to, like Mo said, it's the club that counts the most. You guys need to galvanize some way, somehow, to start winning the game, because once you know, like becomes 25 years, 30 years, people will think about it as a norm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they forget everything.
That's what your club is all about. And
that's why, by the way, that's why Manchester City, for me, right? For me, Manchester City have the least pressure. because they won. As an institute, they won. Not the least pressure. They won a treble. They won a four titles. That's why, to me, there is least pressure on Manchester City currently. Least pressure in Manchester City.
I wouldn't say least because of
the least pressure on Man City.
Because of the season they had last season, though. I feel like he's got to somehow be in the conversation. If Pep comes, the season starts, and he's not in the conversation, I don't think that's a good look. And I think he might reconsider what he's doing, because I feel like he's at a level where you can't afford to have 2 seasons off. You're right.
What is that? Can you define what do you mean?
Meaning last season, he kind of had the season off. He weren't in the conversation. Do you get what I'm saying? He weren't challenging for champs. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like where everyone rates Pep so highly, you've got to be either in the conversation for the Premier League and fighting for the champs.
But they're going to be in the conversation. They're going to be in the conversation.
We don't know that, though. That's what I'm saying. That's why they.
What do you mean you don't know that? You know that City will be in the conversation to win the Premier League.
Yes, before a ball's kicked. But when we actually go into the Premier League, if City don't work it out, they might not be there.
I'm going to tell you the difference. City not working it out, they're going to be just close to the top. They're not going to fall like last season. They aren't going to fall like last season.
Yeah, I don't feel like they'll have a season like last. I don't think that. But I'm just saying, for Pep's stature and the way people see him, I don't think just being around there is enough. I feel like he has to be challenging or thereabouts. Do you get what I'm saying?
He's going to be challenging. But the thing about it, if Pep, what I'm saying is that the media will not be focused on City as much as Arsenal and Liverpool, especially if Liverpool.
By the time, innit? They got left.
Like the City. You think if City are third? Okay, let me say, game week 19-20, Liverpool are 6 points ahead of City or 8 points ahead of City. Do you think the media is going to sit down every single week reanalyzing City and telling that City are failing? No.
Obviously not. I'm talking more the end of the season.
Forget the end of the season. We're talking about, so this whole conversation is starting. Who is going to be able to cope with the pressure from the mainstream media, the fans, everyone? Let me give you an example. If Arsenal are 7 or 8 points behind Liverpool by January.
Yeah, it's a long day.
It's a long day. But we're going to wake up day and night having shows about why are you 7, 8 points? Why are you like, bro, we're going to just, it's not only us. It's going to be every channel on YouTube. It's going to be every pundit, every mainstream media. You think if City are 6 points behind, you know what people are going to say? You know what people are going to say? Yeah, Marmoush is Shirky's playing well, but they aren't. But Liverpool spend that. Liverpool have Isak. People are going to get, and I'm not saying that there is not going to be pressure on them to win the league, but the pressure is
not the same.
It's not the same.
True, man.
Like, and Chelsea, for people that say Chelsea, if Chelsea are 8 points behind the leaders, but they are still comfortable in top 4 in January or February, people are going to sit down and say, Maresca's figuring it out, and they are doing good this season. They're okay this season, right? That is what pressure is. Pressure is how the media will talk about you as a football club. What pressure are you going to put on the players?
But that means we're under pressure every time then. Because even when we were shit, the pressure was on. They still talk.
No,
we can't run away from pressure.
Are you talking? No,
Come
pressure.
on, you know it's the in thing to talk about Arsenal. What are you talking?
That's what you guys thought.
You know it.
I'm going to tell you.
Go on.
I started YouTube during the time it was only City and Liverpool. And the first shows I did with Hussam and Tom Little on the Football Terrace, every single show, it wasn't about Arsenal. It was about, are you winning the quad? Are you winning the quad? Why are you falling? Why are you not winning? Why did you fall behind City? Why are City winning and you're not winning? Why did you not win the Champions League? Why this? Why that? Why are you not winning? Why Jurgen Klopp? If Salah is the best player in the league, why are you not winning the league? Why is your top 3 is not better than City? Why is Pep better than Jurgen Klopp? People don't forget that, because now in the last 3 years, it's very good to talk about Arsenal. I believe the talk about Arsenal started from when Arsenal bottled top 4 to Antonio Conte, and then the year after, you were 90% top of the league. I remember all the media and all the talks in the Premier League. I was watching NBC here. It was all about, Liverpool are too close. They are only close. Bro, I remember when Van Dijk got injured and Liverpool went to 5th, and Alisson, I think, got them towards the end. I remember that goal he scored when Van Dijk got injured. Wasn't
West
that the
Brom
season?
away. Yeah, West Brom away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay, the whole season was about Jurgen Klopp is failing without Van Dijk, a one-man team. Jurgen Klopp, he's playing Ozan Kabak and Nat Phillips at the back. Bro, the whole season was Liverpool is failing.
Yeah.
And Jurgen Klopp is failing. And you remember? I don't think you remember that time. It was always about Liverpool, not Arsenal. It was always about Liverpool. Oh, you bottled 1 point league twice. Twice. They told them twice you bottled 1 point league. Oh, you crumble under pressure. Are you gonna ever win when there's a title race? Do you only win when you play Spurs in the final? You lose when you play Real Madrid. Why do you win only when Spurs? Jay, this Arsenal thing, AFTV created it and everything, but I promise you, I step into shows when I started doing Premier League talk, and it was all about Liverpool. Quad. We're the best team in the world. Why are you not winning? Why is City winning? I remember that, Jay. It wasn't always like this. It wasn't always like this.
Me,
Jay, you were 8. It was the banter. There is a difference. I'm going to tell you what mean the banter. There is the banter about Chelsea. You remember when Chelsea were 12 and 6 under Pochettino? We used to talk about, I remember going on shows at that time sometimes. It was 2020 and 2021. I remember 2021 especially. We used to talk about Arsenal being 8th and stuff like this. But I remember the talk was like for a bit. You know what I mean? Arsenal are not good. Banter from rivals, from Spurs, from Chelsea, even with Chelsea. But the main talk is always about the people on the top. And at that time, it was only Liverpool and Chelsea, City only. People care about that.
Yes,
people care about the top.
Trust me, Mo. They still found a way to banter us. Like
100%. Like people found a way to banter Chelsea.
We won the FA Cup and they bantered us. We were I think we're the only club to actually win a cup. And people say, "Oh, you're meant to win cups." That means there's a good, and we got bantered for it. This is what I'm saying. That we can't win, bro. Like, there's no way.
I know you can't.
When it comes to Arsenal, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
We banter. There was banter about Arsenal. There was banter, but the main topics were always Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola. The banter is always there, Jay. The banter is always there. But now, by the way, I'm actually gonna tell you guys in the chat, and I'm just being completely honest here. There is a difference between banter and real talk. Banter is when people come in to do jokes about Arsenal or Liverpool or Man City or Chelsea. That is banter. That is jokes. But when we say real talk about we are discussing why Arsenal are not winning, why Liverpool are not winning, that's what I mean pressure. The banter is not that pressure, Jay. You know, pressure is like when mainstream media and pundits talk about the project failing, Jurgen Klopp not winning. That is not banter. That is real talk.
But hold on though, like I get what you're saying, but people act like these footballers don't watch YouTube. Like they watch YouTube. What are we talking about? That counts. When everyone is bantering on the internet, these lot are seeing it. They are not like robots and they just go play football and then 100%. When they go home, they're not on the internet. Yeah. So that's my thing. When you're bantering us so much, it falls into the players because they're seeing it and they're going raw. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's my thing. I feel like we just get bantered the most, but we're here for it.
I am reporting what I see. There is the jokes and the banter and making fun of a club, and there is the real pressure that is being put by mainstream media and people when you talk for real. Yeah. Do you think? I don't care about the people, bro? I don't care about the people in that shit.
Hold on, you're missing the point though, because now people like you, people like Hassan, people like Saeed, you are now more of a voice than people that are actually like the mirror, and no one's going to look at the picture. You get what I'm saying? So when people are on your platforms and they're saying stuff, you lot have more of a say than people that are doing the papers and stuff, because more people are watching you lot. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's where I think it's kind of different, man. It's definitely like pressure with the internet as well. And now it's 2025. The internet is a big part in everything that we do in life. Basically, it's part of everything. So that's where I feel like it's different nowadays. If you were talking maybe 20 years ago, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if you were talking 20 years ago, then But I feel like the internet is definitely a part to play in like the pressure and because even with the internet, the papers latch on. I reckon they latch on to what people are spewing out. Okay, this is what they're spewing out. That's the hot topic. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, I think it definitely plays a part, man.
Let me do the super chats and let's see, guys. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. AMT saying Tumo, Pep is the best coach in the Premier League, right? Right. Yes, 100%. No doubt about it. No doubt about it, AMT. He is the best coach in the Premier League. He's the best league coach I've ever watched in my life. Best league coach I've ever watched in my life. Arsenal Arteta under immense pressure. I got it. Fair enough. Yes, you are, Diallo. Don't run from it then.
Now we don't run from it. You know us Arsenal fans. Listen, this is why they hate us so much. They're like,
no, man, I don't hate you. Who said I hate you?
Hold on. No, when I say hate, listen, it's a figure of speech, just how I speak. But they don't like the fact that we don't win, but we still got that aura about us. We still got that presence. We're still a vocal point of this football team. Do you get what I'm saying? And the fact that us Arsenal fans act like this and we're a bit with our chest up, they hate it. They're like, how are you still acting like this? Because we're different. We're not the same as all these other fans. We are built from a different cloth. When you understand that, you'll be more calmer. That's it.
I fought for my life under Klopp for 9 years. People think that it's only YouTube. Guys, I've been talking about football with my friends. Like this same sitting here, it has been only Arab people will know this, and probably English people will know this as well in the pub. You fight for your life. You fight for your club in the pub, on coffee shops in Egypt, in Saudi Arabia, when you sit on coffee shops, in Kuwait and Emirates, you fight for your club. This is the exact same banter, the exact same.
Try 30 years. Try 30
it's
years,
the
mate.
Same. Wallahi, I used to, with my friends about Inter, Barcelona, the Champions League, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Man United, all of these sittings that you guys see on YouTube, this used to be coffee shops in Egypt, pub in England. It used to be the same. I don't know about other countries as well. In Italy, probably. Like, it's this YouTube thing. Yes, you guys see us now. And I've done a lot of shows with Diallo, with people in the chat, with Redline and Taranga. The same sitting that we have now, I used to do the same exact talk with my friends. So the banter, the pressure, it used to happen.
Yes.
But on different settings. Now, alhamdulillah, we kind of have platforms.
And
You know what I mean?
The world, sorry.
David, thank you. Slot's second year. Team needs time to gel. Pep is already a legend. Arteta, Arsenal don't win their first match. It's going to be a long season.
Do you see that? Do you see? It's so different. Man said, if we don't win our first game, it's over. It's so different. But love, big up for the super chat, David.
David, you think, I agree with this. Bro, Arsenal don't win against Man United. And bro, it's going to be something, to be honest with you. It's going to be something. Mo is a foreign fan. His opinion don't matter. Don't go there.
Wow.
He's meant to be a neutral.
Guys, there's context. There's context for it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I know who he's talking about. I've seen.
I know. I'm not. It's not my.
Yeah, I don't give that. Yeah,
there's like I don't care about it, to be honest with you. Thank you, Diallo, for the super chat. Really appreciate you, Habibi. That's why Pep must win the season, right, Mo? No, he must not, because he already won. Being the best league being the best coach in the league doesn't mean you have to win every year, by the way, because other teams improve as well. So, no, not true. AMT, to answer you, not true. Pressure is a privilege, means we are good. Bring it on. Yeah, you have pressure because you're good. Do you guys believe that Arsenal have pressure because they are good, or Arsenal have pressure because they challenged and didn't win?
It's a nearly thing, isn't it?
It's not the same thing. Not the same thing.
Wait.
No.
Pressure is privilege means we're good. Bring it on. What did you say, Mo?
I'm going to tell you. Liverpool have pressure because they are good, not because they didn't win. Right? If Liverpool sign Isak, the pressure is there because they are good, because they sign players, because they are supposedly the best team in the league.
Yeah.
Arsenal have pressure not because they are the best team in the league or not in people's eyes. Arsenal have pressure because they didn't win. There is a difference, Diallo. Pressure is not only because you're the best. It's not
Diallo, man.
Man United have pressure and they're not the best. Pick up Diallo, but your logic is a little bit flawed. Yeah. Stop xenophobia. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Absolutely.
Hold on. I know you are a bit older than me.
They understand the joke. This is a joke. Jay,
I don't know what that word means. I'm not Yeah, you need to break that word down for me. I'm not gonna lie.
It's all good, Jay. It's all good, bro. I got you. It's perfect.
Like, what about Chelsea? Anyone seen Chelsea challenging?
You know, with Chelsea, guys, when I look at Chelsea, I look at the spine of the team. You know, every team that challenges for the title, that's what they focus on, innit? And I just don't know what their spine is, apart from Caicedo and Cole Palmer. Where else do they get the rest of the stuff? If you know what I mean? Like, with Liverpool, you get Alisson, you get Van Dijk, you get obviously McAllister, and you get Salah up front. What's Chelsea's, you know, spine of the team? Because last time I was here with Don, he's telling me they're going to challenge for the league title, but he didn't explain it in a way of, you know, they've got all these positions ready for the Premier League to win next season. He said challenge, of course. He didn't say it, but that's what I want to know. Because when I look at the spine of Chelsea, I don't really fancy it that much.
Yeah, and for me, it's that defense as well, man.
Yeah.
Until I see them get a couple more defenders, and even a keeper, like, I'm not saying challenging. They'll be thereabouts, like third, fourth, but challenging is just, I don't see it yet. And even with
they have the best midfield in the league.
You don't.
Is going to score goals. They have the best midfield in the league.
Like what?
Well, Enzo, Caicedo,
Lavia, and Palmer. That's the best midfield.
What do you mean, as a group or starting the games?
Even as starting, by the way. Even as starting.
Nah, you're going
even
mad.
As mad. Palmer is the best 10 in the league. Caicedo currently is the best DM in the league until we see Rodri coming back. Enzo Fernandez, his numbers at the 8.
Wait, Caicedo is the best 10 in the league?
No.
The best.
I mean the best 6.
Yeah,
100%.
Nah, you've lost your mind. You forgot about Rice. Honestly, you've lost. I hate this conversation.
Rice is not even at 6.
What do you mean? Is what?
Rice is not even playing the 6.
Oh, but you. Should we say we can't say Zubi right now? But you know what I'm talking about.
Consistency in that position. He's talking about consistency.
Consistency. Ability-wise, at the 6, he's better.
Yeah.
Ability-wise, he's better.
What,
in the
Caicedo?
6. Yes.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Ability-wise, he's the best. In the 6.
For me,
Rodri is better than him because Rodri has the clutch moments, has the goals, has blah, 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 has too many things, has the football IQ that is probably being coached under Pep Guardiola, the winning mentality and all the stuff. Like Rodri, for me, is one of the best DMs I've seen in my life, especially in a position-based team like a City, like the top teams that they play football now. But currently, because Rodri is injured, Caicedo is the best DM in the league. Are you? I
can't even talk about DMs. We ain't got no DMs.
I just don't see the hype in Caicedo. I'm not gonna lie.
How are you not seeing it?
No, honestly, I don't.
How are you not? I know you like to do this.
I know you like to do this. Oh, break it down. It's just on the eye. I don't.
On the eye, he's magnificent.
He's good, man. He's good.
On the eye, he's magnificent.
Hold on, I'm not saying I think Caicedo is good, but the level that everyone puts it, man, I don't see that. Do you get what I'm saying? I still think he's a solid midfield.
On the eye, but then you see, but then you see, we're talking about the eye.
Pardon?
You're talking about the eye.
Yeah.
But then you see Rice on the eye, and then you think, Rice that's a fantastic player.
But Rice is playing out of position. If Rice plays in the 6, I think Rice is a better 6.
Bro, he hasn't played in the 6 for 18 months.
I hear you, but then
18 months. He only played in the 6 in the beginning of the 2 seasons ago.
I hear you, but then like I said, the game against Atletico Bilbao, we saw Rice interchanging with Zubi, so you might see that again. It's not like we might not never see it. Do you get what I'm saying?
The thing is,
I just don't.
The problem is, I like Declan Rice. I think he's a really good football player. I think he's a good 6 as well. I think he's very good 6 as well.
Yeah, me too.
I think that Declan Rice, his athleticism is great. His shooting is great. His delivery, his crossing. And I actually think he has a cannon at his feet as well because we watched it. It's not only about shooting, by the way. It's only delivery from corners. That is a skill. People forget that. Juninho, back in the days for Lyon, was phenomenal in free kicks. Having that.
Lines and that. The Brazilian, isn't it?
By the way, the people that banter Declan Rice about he only good from corners, why don't your team have a guy that is as good as in corners as Declan Rice, right? So I gotta be consistent. Being a great delivery, having a great delivery from corners is a skill that a lot of people wish to have. But that way, a lot of people wish to have. But in my opinion, Caicedo, the consistency, the way he plays as a 6, I think he's better.
He's much better. Much better. Hands down.
Much better.
Not much better, but I think he's better.
In my eyes.
And that's my thing. Over the years, I feel like Caicedo ain't really added. Do you get what I'm saying? I feel like Rice has, like, when he was at West Ham, he weren't really obviously he's playing at a different position. He's playing in the 8.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, as a player, Rice is adding to his game every time.
You know what? I wish you could, have the argument. You know what I mean? But Arsenal,
you can't.
That's the thing. That's why you can't argue between them two. Mo is right about that. Like, at least Caicedo plays as a DM, and he does cover the pitch. He does complement the players around him as well.
And also, he passes the ball very well. Like, he does the pass before the pass pretty damn well. Like, I think Caicedo has a vision.
Yeah, I was crying, man, when he comes.
Fonzie here is saying, genuine question: can you be a good team if you don't win? Yes. Yes, I can answer this very simple. Liverpool were a magnificent team even when they didn't win the league. So, Fonzie, to answer your question, Fonzie, Liverpool were a magnificent team with Salah, with these guys when they lost the league twice to City. They were a magnificent team.
Yeah, they were the better team, you could
say. By the way, you can actually lose on the league on 1 or 2 points and you can still be an amazing team and a very good team. Yeah. Because there are other factors that contribute to you winning the trophy. There is luck, there is referees, there is injuries, there is small margins. There is it depends where you are. Like, you finishing 97 points, you don't think that team is as good as City team? It's as good as the City team.
Yep, 100%.
In another world, in one more, like, listen, to be honest, John Stones clearing the ball off the line, it doesn't make City better team than Liverpool, right? Do you remember that ball? Like, that one, overall, if you analyze overall, doesn't make City a better team than Liverpool, right? That John Stones clearance off the line.
Yeah.
That made City win the league. I hope that answered your question. I hope that answered. Right.
Yeah, 100%.
Diallo, more response to my pressure point is so moronic. Number one, you are being a little bit disrespectful by calling me a moron. By calling my opinion a moron. I don't say that about you. So
you didn't say you're where?
Moronic.
Hey, you don't need to school me on these words, Carl. Moronic. I've never heard that in my life.
So Diallo, and also my response, because you don't like my response, about the pressure. It's actually, it made a lot of sense. It made a lot of sense. There are teams that will have pressure even if they're not great. Hence, Manchester United.
Yeah.
Hence, Man United. And by the way, I can respond to you very good, Diallo. Let's say you didn't sign Eucharist and you signed Madueke. And let's say you signed Delap. That's not as good as Eucharist. And you didn't sign anybody. You're still going to have pressure even though you think the Arsenal didn't do enough to be as good as Liverpool, right?
Mm-hmm.
So being good or not being good has nothing to do with pressure. It has to do with winning and the stature of the club.
Yeah.
Correct? In the beginning, yes. In the beginning of your journey of building a team, you can say that. But after you built the team, no. I hope that answered your question, by the way.
All right, hold on, Mo. LB0433, an Arsenal fan clown, genuinely uneducated. Go suck at yourself. Yeah, just because I don't know a couple words yet. Yeah, that don't mean I'm not educated.
Hey, JJ, don't worry, bro.
Nah, I hate people. No, you know what pisses me off though? Mm-hmm. I hate when people do shit in the chat and you ain't even got a picture, bro. Allow it.
Listen, on the flipping computer. Jay, bro, at least you're honest about what you know.
Yeah, I don't act like
teach the person.
All right, I'm not gonna act like I know what he's talking about. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, moronic. I'm a real person that will say I don't get what he means. Tell me what he means, because I'm willing.
By the way, Jay, I'm just gonna tell you something. That comment was, I know you're reading it on StreamYard. That comment was deleted off YouTube. So sometimes it doesn't say here that it was deleted.
Okay, yeah, clown, bro.
Don't worry about it. Some of the people in the chat will take care of it. They got mods that they will take care of it. You're not gonna be able, right? You're not gonna be able to actually to respond to every single comment. Some people are respectful, some people are not. So just move on.
I've seen loads of them, but that one just got me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
you're gonna get plenty of that, mate. So just
no, I don't mind it, but just show your face at least, man. So if I ever see you, I can say hello.
Don't worry about it, bro. So
yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. This is more.
Hold on.
I like this.
Yeah.
Pull up Rice and Caicedo stats. Let's talk.
Oh,
Show me then. Show me then.
It's another show.
Oh,
Show me.
man.
Wait, he's an Arsenal fan as well. He knows his stuff, man. We're under pressure. Oh, okay. Another one's coming as well. This could be a whole nother show.
Yeah, it has to be, mate.
But don't need
Rice,
to be.
but the
Rice
problem
has
is,
to
I'm
be at
gonna
the
tell you
end.
that from the North Bank. I'm telling you, I appreciate you, bro. But I'm just gonna tell you something, broski.
Mhm.
Declan Rice should be compared to Enzo Fernandez now, because they both play in a position that is an 8. Right? You want to compare Caicedo? There is going to be a comparison between Caicedo and Zubamendi this season. This is what I'm running. I'm not running a Caicedo Rice anymore. I'm running Rice, Enzo Fernandez, and I'm running Caicedo Zubamendi now. Why? A DM. And by the way, everyone exchange positions now. So I'm running the narratives now of Palmer, Odegaard, whoever plays 10. I'm running Caicedo, Wirtz. I'm running McAllister, Enzo, Rice, Caicedo, Gravenberch, Zubamendi. That's what I'm running. For City, Rodri comes back. Rodri becomes ahead of them, and we'll talk about it. You know what I mean? But in the same time, I need to actually now look at McAllister versus Rice versus Enzo Fernandez.
Yes.
Right? That's what I need to look at. That is so. To be honest with you guys, this is going to be the comparison. You guys want to debate that? We can. I got the time.
Yeah, that's a whole nother 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly, man.
I got the people that are super chatting. We under pressure because of Bosmo. I agree with this, but again, your question, and I'm going back to your super chat. Are we on pressure? Is privilege? Bring it on. That means we are good. If you said that, I would agree with you, Diallo. But you said because you're good. No, you're under pressure. I think Arsenal are under pressure more because of not winning for 3 years, not because they are good. What, Jay is an Arsenal. What do you think, Jay? Do you think you're under pressure more because you're good or because you haven't won for 3 years?
It's the whole thing. We ain't won in so long, innit? That's why the whole thing of me saying the FA Cup, the league ain't good enough. We need to win something big because it's just been the long period. Yeah, definitely the period.
Like a big club, innit? Become a big club. That's what it is.
Act like it. That's what big clubs do, right? They win stuff. So where we ain't done it for so long, it just looks mad. So yeah, we just got to win.
We're 7 likes away from 400 likes, guys. 7 likes away from 400. Hit that like button, people. 7 likes is not much. Hello, Diallo. Do you have a second thought about saying Arsenal will win the league, or will they come second?
Wait. Is he talking to me?
To Diallo. He's talking to Diallo. Oh, Diallo.
Oh, I thought he was calling me Diallo. I was about to.
Do you see the undertone in it? Do you see that? Do you have a second thought about Arsenal win the league, or they will come second again? I like it. I like the banter, though. It's a nice super chat, my man. It's a nice super chat. It's a joke. It's a nice joke. To be honest, a very, very nice joke. I like it. This is banter that is fun and not disrespectful. I like it. I love it. Thank you so much, my friend. It's a nice... Liverpool 97 points, better than Liverpool 84 points, won the Premier League, right? No, I believe that 97 points is better than the Liverpool 84 points. That is my point. That is the definition. AMT, that is the answer to Fonzie's question. A team that lost the league might be better than a team that won the league. In my eyes, that Liverpool 97 point is better than the team that won the league last season for Liverpool. And I don't think that any Liverpool fan will disagree with me. By the way, any Liverpool fan will disagree with me.
I love this current team, but that team was already made to win in the league. You know what I mean? And they didn't. That's what happened. Every position was, the best players in their position at the time as well.
Yeah. Big up everyone that is here. Guys, hit that like button. 416 likes. Thank you so much for everyone that joined us. Really appreciate you. The catch is in the description as well. They're doing great work there. Go on.
The catch up.
The catch up.
You gotta have some respect when you say, "Come on, the catch." What are we doing here? Do I come on here and say
I like the catch more. Can you change it to the catch?
No. It's not about the catch up.
I like the catch more.
No, it's supposed to need to change. Oh man.
What do you mean the catch up? What are you catching up to? You're catching up to the top.
Hey Mo, remember, yeah, you have to do
We're
Streezy.
catching up to the
Remember this.
Oh, Jay, you didn't say that.
Hey, Mo, remember this.
Tell me
Alright,
you didn't
cool.
say that.
This is what we're doing. All right, then. Okay. Remember, he's meant to be the host. He's meant to be neutral.
I am.
I see what's going on.
Bro, I am. Bro,
Oh, man.
it's catch-
I like that.
you're catching up to Liverpool.
Don't worry, man. Don't worry.
That's why points don't matter to win the league 100%. By the way, this points tally shit that people are running with is garbage, AMT. It's garbage, AMT. It's like, it doesn't matter because I promise you, Arsenal and Liverpool, since April, they haven't put any effort in the league. Any effort in the league. Nothing. You know what I mean? So, but that's it. But big up everybody that is here. People are saying 5-0. It's fun. Banter, jokes. I like it, bro.
Hey,
Bring it on.
Big up the chat.
Bring it on. This will pick the football
back.
terrace, guys. We got another show at 7 p.m. UK time here on the channel. So make sure to come back here on the channel 7 p.m. What?
You did it.
Yeah. Fozzy. Of
No,
course,
it's okay,
Alex
bro,
Siret.
it's okay, man.
Big up Mo, Fozzy, and the catch up.
Hey, nah, you know, are taking the mic. Is this what we're doing?
This means they like you, mate. This means they like you.
This
so
means they
chill,
like
bro.
you, bro.
They chill,
Promise
bro.
you, bro. They're-
Chill. If they banter with you, the chat likes you,
Guys, Elif Siret, Don couldn't join us. He just got busy. At 7, we got a massive panel for you guys. So make sure to be here. Hit that like button before you go. I will see you guys soon. And we are out of here, people.